Hey everyone, welcome back to the Lang Shack. Today we're exploring Noongar, the language of the Indigenous Noongar people from the fertile southwest corner of Australia. This isn't just a language, it's a family of dialects shaped by the land, the seasons, and thousands of years of storytelling. Let's journey through its sound structures and understand why this language is so special. This is the table of contents. We will be exploring some information about different varieties in the language, the sound system, syntax, the verbal system, pronouns and possession, and compound word formation. We will not be covering prepositions in this video, but we will be discussing where they go in a sense. Noongar is actually a group of 14 dialects or varieties. Each of them are tied to a specific region within southwest Australia, from Ballardong in the wheat belt to Minong near Albany. Each dialect reflects the unique landscapes and traditions of its people. Although they share a common linguistic core, subtle differences in pronunciation and vocabulary distinguish one variety from another. Historically, Noongar served as both a language of daily life and as a tool of cultural expression, which connected people to their country and to each other. The syntax. Noongar syntax is flexible, but it leans toward a subject-object-verb order. The structure contrasts with English, where verbs typically follow the subject directly. For example, in Noongar, you'd say something like Balwanki, meaning he speaks, where the verb comes at the end of the sentence. Another unique feature is the placement of prepositions, which come after nouns. So instead of saying in the house, you'd say Mayak, literally house in. This postpositional structure is common in Australian languages, and it reflects a different way of organizing thought. What's fascinating is how Noongar manages complex ideas with minimal grammatical fuss. There's no grammar distinction in pronouns, no articles like the, a, or an, and there's no need for a verb like to be in the present tense. This efficiency allows Noongar speakers to focus on the meaning rather than the grammatical rules. The sound system. Noongar's sound system is both intricate and melodic. It features a set of retroflex consonants where the tongue curls back to produce sounds like the ones down here. This sound is called a voiceless retroflex plosive. Da or da. This sound is known as a voiced retroflex nasal. Na or na. And this sound is called a voiced retroflex approximant. Ra or ra. These sounds aren't common in many world languages, making Noongar phonetically distinctive. Its vowels come in both short and long forms, with long vowels often changing a word's meaning. For instance, koort, meaning head, is different from kot, which means carry. By doubling the vowel in writing, speakers mark this important length distinction. The interplay of these sounds creates a rhythm that's deeply tied to storytelling and song. And on to the pronouns and possessions in Noongar. Noongar pronouns are straightforward but versatile. There's no gender distinction. Bal can mean he, she, or it. Possession is marked by adding a simple suffix, ang, after consonants, or kang after vowels. For example, ngani becomes nganyang, meaning my, and bal becomes balang, meaning his, her, or its. The simplicity extends to sentence structure. Ngayan maya means my house, and balang mereni means his food. The language's lack of gender pronouns in its consistent possessive forms reflect a practical yet expressive approach to communication. And we're going to talk about how Noongar compounds words together to create new ones. Noongar nouns are highly adaptable thanks to the language's love for compound words. By combining roots, speakers create terms that are both descriptive and deeply tied to its culture. For example, Maya-maya-Kooranyi translates to temple, combining Maya for house and Kooranyi for holy. This system allows Noongar to express complex ideas through simple combinations. For example, there's this word I actually am having a difficult time pronouncing, which means to hear or to listen. On the arrow that has the body plus action, ear no literally means ear no. It pairs the words for ear with no. These compounds are not just functional, they're revealing a worldview where physical and spiritual elements are interconnected. You can see this also. Maya-kora, echo. Manangoyang, incense, gum sweet. Hand, mother. Thumb, your heart partner is your wife or your spouse. And we're going to talk about the verb system now. Noongar verbs don't rely on agreement with the subject, making them simpler than many languages. Instead, tense is indicated with prefixes and suffixes exclusively. For example, borda marks the future tense, as in borda koro, meaning will go. The past tense can be expressed with the prefix kwaja, while continuous actions use the prefix or the suffix any. What's truly remarkable is how directional suffixes are built into verbs. Koral, meaning go away, combines the verb koral, meaning to go, and it's also a preposition as well, with wards, away. These combinations allow speakers to convey motion, direction, and action all in a single word. We also have complex verb structures in Noongar. We have significant verb suffixes, so you may have sentences where you don't have a present tense or any tense markers whatsoever. They could just be done with beni, meaning becoming, boro, having to do with belonging to something or becoming something, mit, which is used for utility, often translated as for, and ola, meaning let or allow. And thank you everybody for watching the video. I appreciate your time, I appreciate your viewership, and I hope that you will subscribe to the channel if you really enjoyed it. I will be coming out with more videos as I put together a new content strategy for this channel. If you're interested in learning languages, I have a website for that specializes in rare and endangered languages at langshack.club. Take the link for language and a shack and head over to the clubhouse to learn some rare languages by reading content in your interests and practicing your languages with our AI power tools. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next video.